Hey man, let's get right into it. The Terps are 5-0. We got us a football team, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. First time being 5-0 since 2001. We're a ranked football team. The fact that we're not on the AP poll, that's a
Where
whole
we
other
at?
issue, bro. Like what we doing, man? What are we arguing about? Only Power Five team to be undefeated and not be ranked. That's just straight up
That's jank.
disrespectful. But if we're being honest, this week 6 is the time to prove it. There won't be any further discussion about being ranked or where the Terps are at if we handle business in week 6. So how you feeling, Ike?
I'm loving it, man. Like, the Terps really, like, all the things that we talk about where we say we need to see this, we need to see that. They came out, they probably listened to it and was like, hey, Trey and Ike said we need to come out hot. Boom, 14-0. You know, they reversed the tails of the things that they were doing last week and the week before that, and they came out explosive. They really did Indiana in. And it's funny because our offensive coordinator, when I was at Maryland, and my running back coach, who's also the co-offensive coordinator, they are both the coaches at Indiana now. And they actually, one of them got fired, the head offensive coordinator, Coach Bell. So that's a testament to how good Maryland played this past Saturday. So, hey, it's a tough game, but they'll be all right.
Yeah, man. You know, hey, look, business is business. This ain't the first time that the Terps had to get an OC or a DC up out of there after getting a dub. That's part of the game. But those boys did look good, man. I think like you said, from jump they answered the questions. They're plugging the holes. You know what I'm saying? If there were any leaks in the boat, boom, slow starts, boom, filled that hole. Splash plays on defense, boom, filling that hole, getting sacks and pressures, interceptions, filling those holes. So it's all lining up at the perfect time. You got Fox big noon kickoff gonna be there for the game next week. It's just all lining up. But before we get into too many details about next week, let's just get into the X's and O's of this week and just what went down against Indiana.
Boy, Talia had an amazing game. He had 5 touchdowns in the game. He's now undisputed the best quarterback in Maryland history. Like, you can't even like have no debates about it. Like, he really is out there slinging the ball, and he hasn't even been there for all 4 years. You know what I mean? So it's a true testament. He's gonna go down in the history books. It's gonna be hard for anybody else to come and break those records. But good job on Locks for getting his guy to come from Alabama up to Maryland to play some quality football, because he's out there showing out. 5 touchdowns, 352 yards, and he ran for 1. That's prolific.
Nah, bro, the offense showed out. Like, literally first play, like 50, 60-yard joint to Jay Sean. Follow that up. A couple plays later, Felton gets in the end zone. Felton had 3 tubs. I feel like he's definitely growing as, if not anything else, he gonna get in the end zone. He's gonna find a way.
Yeah.
He might not get 10 catches, but if he gets 3, 2 of them are touchdowns. If he gets 5, 3 of them are touchdowns. So,
which is crazy.
That's elite production. If there's one place you want to be, bro, it's in the end zone getting a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
And he's finding a way to do it. Talia looks extremely comfortable. As you said, the undisputed king of Maryland quarterbacks.
And the Big Ten.
That as well. There is no quarterback playing better in the Big Ten right now than Talia Tagovailoa. That's not even an argument. Like, y'all, there's things we can discuss at length, but where he's at in terms of this conference, no. Like, don't even want to talk about it. Now, if he wants to put his throne like on Mount Everest of Maryland football, he handles business. Hey, he handles business next week, and we go to 6-0. But, bro, just to finish wrapping up the Indiana game, because to be honest, it ain't a whole lot much left to say. Defense made splash plays left and right. Special teams got the job done. Our kicker, like, one thing about kickers, like, we haven't talked about them yet, and we haven't had to, which is a good thing. You never care about the kicker until you care.
Until you care. Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, the kicker be a homie, your best friend in the locker room, great dude. Bro, you miss a game-winning kick in a big game. Now all of a sudden, hey, bro, you kind of annoying. Like, I don't really like you, man. Like,
what you be doing in practice, bro? Like,
bro, you be standing on the side when we be stretching. kick the dang ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kickers. It's such a hard life for a kicker because you can go 25 for 25. Mm-hmm. If those are in games that essentially like just the moment didn't matter, you missed that 26th and it's a wrap. It's just it does not hit the same. So far our kicker has gotten the job done. Obviously, you know, we had a freaking NFL kicker the last couple years before that with Rylan. That transition has been real smooth. And hey, you know, hopefully if it comes down to it next week, my dog gets the job done because we need it.
Yeah, 100%. What we got for the outlook for Ohio State versus Maryland? This is going to be the biggest game of their season. Do you think this is going to be the biggest game of the whole season, or do you think there's going to be a more important game than this? I think this is it, man. 5-0 has a lot of expectations behind it. The hype is building up, and you know, like haven't been 5-0 since 2001. Quarterback of the century for Maryland, 9,000 career yards. Like, come on now. Everything is building up to this game specifically. So I think we're going to have some great viewership, and I think that it's going to be a great one, honestly. And Ohio State don't even look that crazy. They coasted through their first 3 games. They beat Indiana 23-3. They beat Youngstown State 35-7. They beat Kentucky 63-10. We beat Indiana worse than Ohio State beat Indiana.
Doubled
you know
them.
what I mean?
Doubled them.
Yeah, exactly. So on the field, Talia's going to be the best quarterback on the field Saturday. So it's literally just a game of putting the ball in your playmakers' hands, and like we got to really lean on the offensive coordinator to scheme up. He got the best plays in that playbook with the best playmakers. Get the ball in their hands and tell Talia to play sound football, because the defense is going to be coming for him. They're going to try to get that pressure on him, because if you let him sit in the pocket, he going to sling that for 5 to 6 touchdowns. But if you pressure him, that's when you kind of get him on edge a little bit. So I'm excited to see this game. I'm going to be posted up watching this somewhere.
Bro, honestly, the more I sit here and think about it, right, like Maryland football is at the single biggest crossroads probably in the history of our program. Like, bro, if you really think about it, right? Okay, we're 5-0. Real deal expectations for a real deal football team, and this is the moment. We could go, you know, hey, lose this game, and it's, you know, okay, are they ever really going to be elite? Probably not. You know, we'll respect them here and there. They'll go 6, 7, 8 wins a year. Yada, yada, and we kind of just veer back off that way. Or you win this football game and you essentially insert yourself into the national conversation. You say, okay, Talia, boom, right into the Heisman conversation, because you look at the numbers, he really is right there.
Yeah.
Extremely low turnovers, a ton of touchdowns, leading the conference in yards and everything else.
QBR.
And yeah, you know, but everything. So you talk about, okay, boom for him. You insert Coach Loxley and you say, okay, he has literally transformed the program. Biggest program win in forever. Team 6-0. They're gonna have to go from not ranking us to we're a top 15 football team.
Yeah, 100%.
Top 10 if we're being real based on where O State's ranked. But you already know the politics in that. That's the same politics that has us outside the 25 right now as a 5-0 football team. But that is legitimately how it goes. Is we can go one way and it's the same old Maryland. We go the other way, and now all eyes are on College Park, because then you go, okay, it ain't gonna get no harder than Ohio State. You're gonna have big games against Michigan and Penn State down the line. But the rest of the schedule is not bad. The rest of the schedule is winnable no matter what. No matter what happens on Saturday, if we're keeping it 100 with the talent on this football team. So, I mean, they don't need to overdo it in the locker room, because they know they have an elite, potentially elite football team. All Saturday is the perfect venue to prove it. All the eyes are going to be there. The NFL scouts are going to be there. The fans are going to be there. Fox is going to be there. Bro, it lines up so perfectly for that moment. And it's, you know, who rises to the occasion? Does Talia rise to the occasion? Do the athletes on offense, can the O-line handle business against, you know, a pretty talented D-line and front seven for O State? But it ain't nothing to be scared of. Bro, it ain't O State walking off the bus with 12 first-round draft picks in the next 2 years like they used to, or in the 2010s, the early teens when Urban Meyer was there. Realistically, it's just not that O State like you said. So what what better time to capitalize on everything than right now? Like, seriously, it changes everything we win this game.
I personally think that offensively, we got it in the bag. We probably got one of the best offenses in the Big Ten. Where this game can be won or will be won or lost is on defense, because you got Marvin Harrison Jr., who's going to be probably the first wide receiver off the board, and then our secondary is looking a little shaky. I think he might be hurt, or he might his questionable, right? So how do you lose a game? Them big shot plays. You know they're gonna be. You know Marvin Harrison Jr. They're gonna try to give him some shots down the field. So just making sure that we're playing sound defense on that end, and then not overcompensating for Travion Henderson, who is a talented running back. Making sure that I think we're 6th in the Big Ten right now, or 7th. We have the 7th best rush defense, which is okay. 6th best in the conference. Like last year when Ohio State played Maryland, we got gashed bad by whoever the running back was. He had like 120-some yards. So just not beating ourselves and playing sound football is the key to winning this game, bro. No, them big chunk crazy plays will literally kill the momentum, any momentum that's built up. The worst thing Maryland can do is come out, first drive, 3 and out. That's cool. But don't then give Ohio State the ball, have a deep shot down the field, or let Travion Henderson start gashing y'all. You know what I mean? Like, it needs to be a gritty football game. I think that's the way that this game will be won. Maryland needs to play gritty football. Don't do nothing amazing. Don't do nothing crazy. Just play your game and make your plays. Man on a man, hat on a hat. That's how you can win this.
Bro, I agree 100%. Now, like, really, if you think about it as far as what our defense can say, hey, we do this, we put ourselves in a great position. Bro, Fluster McCord.
Yes.
He already has been up and down as the season has gone on. Some games he's been able to get hot with Marvin Harrison and Igwuegbu and the rest of those guys. Some games he really hasn't. How do you fluster a quarterback who's really inexperienced? You change up your looks. You throwing all kinds of different coverages at him. You throwing fire zones where a nose tackle drops out real quick. They think they got an easy slant. You get a pick. Bro, you put pressure on him early so that he doesn't feel comfortable in the pocket. Then he starts seeing pressure when there might not even be pressure. We just rushed 4. But he feels like there's pressure there. There's so many different ways I think we can attack him that he's got to be the focal point. You definitely can't let Marvin Harrison dominate you. You know that's who they want to get the ball to. You know
100%.
That's what their offense is going to revolve around, is how can they get him to impact the game first and foremost. He's also coming off, an ankle injury against Notre Dame. So he's probably not 2 weeks removed, man. Having a serious ankle sprain is no joke. It doesn't just go away. You're going to play on it, but it ain't going to feel great. He gets hit a couple times. They throw a screen and 3, 4, 5 dudes tackle him early in the game. He's not going to be feeling as great. And that's just the reality of it. The more they put pressure on those dudes early and you get those splash plays and you don't allow McCord to get in the rhythm, the last thing you want to do is give a guy confidence who hasn't been playing extremely well at any given point in the year, confidence by saying, hey, man, I just completed 5, 6 passes in a row. I just hit a deep shot. My wide receiver made a play one-on-one. You got to limit those opportunities, and you got to fluster them early. We do that, bro, and we're talking about like we said, Maryland changing the fate of the program for forever. You know what I mean?
100%. They don't even got the odds are 90% for Ohio State to win and 10% for Maryland to win. I'm not a betting man. I ain't bet all season, but this the game that I put some bread on the line. It's what's the over under? Minus 19.5. That's what, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I definitely think that Maryland is going to play way more competitive than that. Forget what the books say. Put your money on the Terps, man. This the week they're gonna show out. I guarantee it, 100%.
Nah, this is the week, man. I think this game is a serious battle.
You think it's high scoring or low scoring? What you think?
It's probably a 20s 30s type of game. Like, if I had to guess, it wouldn't be like when we played them in 2018 or 52-51. Just couldn't
crazy.
Who could get one stop? And really, it wasn't even a stop. It was just we stopped ourselves. But that's neither here nor there. But I think it's man, if I had to put a number on it, bro, this is like a 32-28, 31-28 type of game. And I really feel like it's going to come down to, bro, us making one or two plays defensively that just don't allow that quarterback to get going. Like, I'm gonna go with 31-28 for real. The minus 19.5 is disrespectful.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
I mean, it's like they just completely they're thinking, it's the Maryland of old is gonna show up. This is just gonna be a team that says, oh, we're playing the big dogs now, but we are the big dogs.
Yeah,
there's
we ain't
no
the little bros,
bro. No more of that little bro stuff. Like, put it into words. We done kicked down all the doors up to the point where, hey, we at that final boss. This is the final boss into stepping into national relevance as a program. We gotta run slap through that door. Like, 300. This is Sparta. Kick that door.
Kick
down.
That jump down. Exactly.
And it's and then everything changes. We don't have to beg for respect no more. We assert ourselves as Maryland is no joke, and we're not gonna be messing with or to be messed with for a long time. That's when you get the recruits, bro. Ain't nothing better than to beat them boys in front of all their recruits. You know they're gonna have 4 and 5-star dudes left and right lined up front row for that game. Man, I'll walk right over to that section and say, hey, come visit Maryland. See what's up. See what's up. Todd McShay and Adam Fowler and all the draft guys gonna be standing on the side writing notes. Yeah, you saw how I hit Marvin Harrison Jr. You saw how I got past that left tackle that y'all gonna draft top 15.
Him be gonna tote that junk. I feel it in my bones.
We ain't even talking about.
I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones, man. I think I got the score being 24-30. I think Terps gonna be up on that one. I think Hemby gonna tote that jump. I definitely think we're gonna get a nice little pick off McCourty, and we're gonna get the dub. That's just how I feel about it.
It's gotta happen. It is the time, and it's not a false bravado. It's not a, hey man, I gotta pick my team. Nah, bro, this is real deal, yeah. Bro. We have a squad. Hey, when we didn't have a squad, I was on Twitter lighting them boys up. I'm like, hey, we gotta get it together. When Talia threw 4 picks in a quarter, I'm like, hey, Talia, I don't know. This might not be the moment for you. But what's Talia done this year? Look crisp from start to finish. Each and every week, just getting better and better. This is the time. This is the time that Maryland takes that leap, bro. And Saturday's going to be so much fun. I'm so ready for Saturday. I'm gonna have Maryland on head to toe. I always got Maryland on Saturdays, bro. But
you see what I'm rocking?
Hey. Right here, bruh. Every time. But I'm going to be head to toe. I'm going to get something for my cats. Cats going to be in Maryland. I don't care. Hey, we all in Saturday, bro. All the chips on the table. I need every dot that Gaddis, Locks, and Sumlin got. I need every blitz package. I need 11 dudes standing up across the line of scrimmage. Everybody running around. Just whatever you got. All the tricks. I need them. It is the time to do it. No better moment.
And it's not like these guys have not seen a team like they've seen better Ohio States before. They've seen better Michigans and better Penn States. Like, this is a seasoned program. This is a program that is ready for this moment. That the lights aren't going to be too bright. They done been to Ohio State probably twice already in their careers. To this point, not the majority of them, but a lot of them, the ones that are experienced and that will help lead the team into victory on Saturday. So. It ain't no little bro coming in. I hope roll the dice. Like, nah, this come kick the door down. Like, hey, what's up? We here. It's our time. Terps, let's get this dub. I need it.
No, without a doubt, this is heavyweight versus heavyweight, bro. We ain't out of our division no more.
Yeah.
This is 2 Big Ten East dogs. Now who's gonna run the show? And it's man, bro. I'm so excited for Saturday, bro. I can't wait for it to get here. It's only Sunday. We got some time, but
yeah.
Man, we gonna get there. But all right, enough talking about Saturday. What's the word on campus, bro?
I just feel like everybody on campus is hype. You know how they be showing fake love when you start winning, people start posting "Go Terps." I done been on Instagram a couple of times. I'm like, wait, I ain't seen you post no Maryland football in years, but now after 5-0, you see people posting like, "Oh, go Terps," watching the Terps. Like, nah. Keep that energy over there. The word on campus is the Terps here. We knew it from the beginning of the season. We knew exactly what to expect this season. You heard our records. You heard our predictions. We gave you the outlook of the players that were coming back, the players that were going to shine this year. And I think it's time. We done played Ohio State really well in previous years. Me and Trey personally remember almost beating Ohio State. Was that in overtime? Overtime, right?
Yeah, overtime. Yeah.
In overtime. We lost the game ourselves. The game was not lost by Ohio State beating us. We beat ourselves that game. And last year, Maryland went and played a competitive game against Ohio State. So this isn't – that's what I'm saying. This ain't nothing new. This is just old school. And we're going to turn the page for the program and for the University of Maryland football like team as a whole and get this dub on Saturday. It's necessary because this will go down in history as one of the best wins in Maryland history, for sure.
Period, bro.
Don't get no better than this.
It's gonna be up there, and it's like, bro, this is one of those games, bro. When folks win the Super Bowl and you come back and you land at the airport and everyone's there going crazy. This is one of those type games, like.
Yeah.
And I think it's a 12:00 kickoff. If I'm not, I
Big
might have
noon.
to double check that. But yeah. So it's a noon kickoff. You come back, bro. When I say the campus is gonna be bussing.
Yeah.
Bro, everyone's an instant legend when you hit that moment. Like we were this close to having our moment, bro. We would have had our Rudy getting carried off the field.
I heard people. I remember. I heard people on the sideline like, bro, we about to beat Ohio State, bro. What we about to do after this? Where we going?
Bro,
where we going?
2018, they were about to rush the field, and to be honest, it's even better that it'll be in Ohio State because, like, bro, as a competitor, one, it's Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State. Those places, they show up 95, 100,000 every single week.
Yeah.
Now, it's a big game, 2 undefeated. You know they're coming deep.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how it feels to silence 100,000 people? You seen it. You seen, bro, when Ty took the kickback against Michigan in 2018. Man, those people were hush.
Crickets.
Bro, I got a sack against Ohio State in 2017. Put Haskins on his back. Everyone's just, what just happened? Like, to go in there and physically dominate them, especially when, they gonna think it's sweet, and just let them think it's sweet because that's gonna make it feel even better.
Exactly.
Bro, Deshaun catch a deep touchdown, do his little turnaround dance, and just stare at him as he walk in the end zone. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Coach Locke, don't get mad. But if Deshaun score and go deep on him, do it. Why not? You don't get the flag. Do it. Hey,
put it in my veins. I need it.
Bro, do it because this is the time. This is the moment. When I say we have nothing to lose, what are you gonna do? Everyone's gonna go back to saying, "Oh, you're the same team as always." And what? Yeah. What's the difference? Put whatever you got, whatever little extra oomph you need, whatever little juice you got. Saturday is the day, bro. It's gonna be spectacular. Them boys gonna be freaking legends when they get back to College Park. And then you got homecoming the next week, and we gonna be there going crazy. And the fan base has been showing up great. The student section in particular, like they showed some pictures, and somebody posted some goofy picture of the meme in the end zone when we were doing the PAT. But that was after we put 44 on them boys. And they tried to make it look like the crowd was whack. Like, yeah, they went to the party early. They was pregame, and now they waiting for the team to get done so they can join the party. Bro, the stands look good, and they've gotten better each week. To be honest, it was a lot of red in that stadium, and just imagine what it'll look like after this week. You get this done, and this program has ascended to heights haven't seen in forever.
Yeah, it's nothing left to say, man. Terps got to come out and do what I know that they can do, what they know that they can do, what you know that they can do, what everybody else know that they can do. They just got to go out there and execute. They don't got to do nothing fancy. Just play ball, have fun, and lean on your brothers. That's all it is. They've been doing it all season so far. So let's see it on Saturday.
No, man, this Saturday is going to be spectacular. It's going to be everything that it needs to be, man. Like I said, I just can't wait. So, hey, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. We got the biggest of big games on Saturday. We going to be tuned in, locked in, just watching every minute. And I hope y'all are too, because Saturday's going to be a fun one, man. Y'all Y'all gonna have a good time. You do not want to miss this moment. Terps are gonna get it done. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Terps with a dub. Deuce.